It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Tuesday, November 13th, 2018, and it is 7 a.m.
And we got snow on the ground.
And we got snow on the ground.
Well, not on the roads. Don't panic.
Snow, yeah.
I wonder how many grocery stores were out of milk and bread.
Bread and eggs.
Everybody panic. Oh, our first snowstorm.
Grocery store attack. Anyway.
No, we did luck out. I think the storm kind of missed us on the most part.
Well, most of it I was watching.
Our temperatures stayed up.
I was watching Channel 3 last night, I think at 5. And Abby was showing some pictures there where I think it was Bolivar. They got like 4 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, north of I-44, they really got some.
Well, it seemed like if you were and you didn't have to go that very far west of us, north or west, and it was all snow and ice, but we were getting the rain mixed in.
Yeah.
And that teeter-tottering on that temperature just kind of keep things in it. But we got a nice little white dusting on the grass.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So.
A little bit chillier than what I like, though.
There you go.
This is January weather, not the week before Thanksgiving.
Do you like cold weather?
You like cold weather?
Kind of.
Just kind of.
Around Christmas I do, but, you know, I'm not.
Every kid likes a snow day, though. Don't have to go to school, stay home, play video games.
Like 2 years ago, me and my friend, we took off all of our snow off of our backyard, made it into one giant snowball.
Oh, wow.
And then carved a hole out of the middle of it, and I got in it. It was fun.
There you go.
You're my kind of kid.
You need his phone number for snow days. You two go play in the snow. Hey, we're enjoying Brood Awakening Coffee. Hope you're doing the same. If not, there's 3 locations, as you heard Jacqueline say in the introduction. We've got Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby. We've got 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness. Went out there yesterday and got another big bag of coffee.
I noticed you didn't get any cinnamon rolls while you were there, did you?
Oh, I should have, shouldn't I?
You were right there.
I was right there. I don't normally buy them on a Wednesday or Tuesday. You know, normally on a Friday.
I'll have to eat my pizza for breakfast.
And then what did I leave out? We got Balmer Boulevard. Now, Balmer Boulevard is going to be busy between 9 and 8 o'clock. He put that little Brood Awakening cabin up right there on Balmer Boulevard, and that's...
Yeah, with school and everything going on.
So 3 locations to serve you. Brood Awakening Coffee, best coffee in town. Stop by sometime and have coffee with us. Sit over here and watch the show. We're at 1226 Commerce Drive in Mountain Home.
Do you drink coffee, Cole?
Starbucks.
Oh, Oh, you're starting them on the fancy coffee there, Mom.
We got to convert.
What happened to Folgers?
We got to convert this man here. Brood Awakening Coffee, best coffee in Mountain Home. Stop by and have coffee with us, or stop by one of the 3 locations. Appreciate Mike and his staff for sponsoring the show. Brood Awakening Coffee. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Right?
There you go.
And, of course, morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes across the state of Arkansas. When the need arises, Roller Funeral Homes. Very professional and just very willing to work with you and help you through the time of need wherever you're at in the state of Arkansas. Roller Funeral Homes across the state. With all our respect, this morning Cole is here to do our morning prayer. Cole's from the Mount Christian Academy. Just a reminder, the Mount Christian Academy takes no government funding, teaches no Common Core. They have a very great staff, great curriculum, and do a great job. So Cole's going to be bringing our morning prayer. Morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas. You ready?
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Go right ahead.
Dear Lord, thank you for this day, and thank you for all the snow that's been falling on the ground this morning and last night. I just want to bless everybody that have a awesome day, and no one to get hurt, and help everybody in the world that's down or feels ill to feel well. And I pray for anybody or anything that's having trouble with difficulties seeing you, Father, and just let them come to you and be their light and shine them in a dark path when they don't have that. Just enlighten everybody that doesn't know you and give everybody the comfort that they need. And I just want everybody to be safe around us and anybody else in the world. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Good job.
Morning prayer by Cole, Mountain Christian Academy. If you can help the Christian Academy financially, give them a call at 424-6622. So how's school going this year?
going pretty good.
Good. Yeah. What's your favorite subjects?
Favorite subject, probably history.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like history. What's your favorite part of history?
Lately we've been learning about like China and like ancient things that happened in China. Like,
So you're going way back. My favorite part of history, I really enjoy looking at the history behind the assassination of President Kennedy.
Oh gosh.
I was 5 years old when that happened, and I remember when it happened. And so it's still to this day very interesting just to watch all the speculations. And there's still, to me, there's some unanswered questions. But that's my favorite part of studying history. It was very interesting. What about you? What's your favorite part of history? If you go.
I don't know. I just like
I like all the Apollo missions too, going to the moon.
Yeah, the moon stuff is really cool. I just like stuff that's dated back. I mean, you go, like we went down to the hot springs we talked about over the weekend. And I love just walking through and learning some of the history of that place.
Really?
Back when
I've not been down to Hot Springs.
the
Maybe
gangsters
3 or 4
used to hide
times.
out there
Really?
and all the stuff that went on. And they've got such a story. And to me, I get into that kind of stuff. I enjoy that.
During the Civil War, there was an ammo dump somewhere around Pilot Knob. I think it's Pilot Knob, Missouri. And some attack was happening, so they set that off. And the crater is still there from where that ammo, they felt it all the way to St. Louis. And it's like 120 miles of crow flies.
I'll be darned.
Anyway, it was a lot of fun.
My son's favorite class is recess, I think. He call that class.
Recess, wrestling, football.
Yeah, he's a sports
bulldozer.
kid.
Oh, goodness. Morning weather brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home for the best breakfast in town, best lunch in town. Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. And the special today is...
For breakfast, 2 pancakes, 2 sausages, 2 bacon, $5.88. Can't miss it. Can't beat it. And then for lunch is one of your favorites, Kimmy's famous. Come on.
Is this Meatloaf Day?
Yes, it's Meatloaf Day. Homemade meatloaf comes with 2 sides, roll of cornbread for $6.88.
There you
Great
go.
price.
All right.
Don't forget, try one of the pies. We got all them homemade
One of
pies
them?
in there. Coconut cream, vinegar. We got homemade cobbler.
Yeah.
We take care of you.
Oh,
Have you ever eaten there? He's over there licking his lips like, I'm hungry, Mom.
You can take it down Old Time.
Where did these... All right, we bring all you Christian Academy kids in. Where do you guys eat at?
What's your favorite place to eat?
So there's options. Mondays is Hearts. Tuesdays is
I mean, if your mom says, okay, let's go out to eat, where do you want to go eat?
El Chico.
Huh?
El Chico.
El Chico.
El Chico.
But
There
she
you go.
definitely hates it. Because she wants to go to El Charo. I want to go to El Chico. And my dad's just like, let's just do what she wants.
He just drives, right?
Let's just do what she wants. He is a smart man. Let me tell you, your dad is a smart man. Mom, you got to take him to Old Time Restaurant on the Square. We'll take good care of him.
You bet. How would you like to do the temperatures today? You want to do the temperatures for the weather? Weather brought by Old Time Restaurant. There's a list of temperatures right there.
Can you see the temperatures?
Can you see them right there?
You can turn your monitor if you need to.
Can you see those? Mountain Home is what?
Mountain Home is 22.
22 degrees in Mountain Home. 20 in Harrison. 29 Hardy Pickup. There, join in there. Mountain View?
28.
28. How much in Yeovil?
25.
Marshall at 28. Calico Rock at 22. What about St. Louis, Missouri?
32?
22. 22 at Poplar Bluff. I'm sorry, 22 at St. Louis, 30 at Poplar Bluff. Branson, look at Branson temperature.
18.
18.
Ooh.
It is colder in Branson than it is in Watford City, North Dakota, where my son and daughter-in-law live with my grandson. 19 in Watford City, North Dakota, 21 in West Plains, 18 in Branson. What's wrong with that picture?
That's crazy.
Wow. Oh, on the Doppler radar, everything is pretty well clear west of Arkansas, a little bit down in Texas and Louisiana, but other than that, you go west and it's just clear as a bell. Shower activity, precip in Indiana, Ohio, a little bit in West Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky, and most of the southeast. And the northeast from Washington, D.C. all the way up into Maine, getting a lot of stuff. If it's as cold there as it is here, they're in trouble. But anyway, it looks like everything's really, really clear this morning. We'll hit that ready for Little Rock.
Yep.
All right. Little Rock stop on the radar. Clear as a bell. Well, it's showing a little bit on I-30. I don't think that's hitting the ground, though. They really turned the intensity up on this. Trying to track snow and ice a little bit different. But all highways in Arkansas are clear, providing that that little thing between Hot Springs and Texarkana is actually not hitting the ground on I-30. That means that interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, and 555 in Arkansas are clear. Highway 65 north-south Little Rock Branson. Highway 67, 167 Batesville Poplar Bluff from Little Rock in good shape. 62, 412 east and west looks like it's all right. Highway 63 once you leave Jonesboro going up to West Plains in pretty good shape there as well. And let's see, in Missouri we have got a little bit outside of St. Louis. That's going to be down around DuPont and Cahokia, Illinois. But other than that, Columbia, I-70 east into St. Louis looks good. I-44 Rolla to St. Louis. I-64 from East St. Louis, Illinois east towards Mount Vernon. A little bit there just around Cahokia area, Millstadt, Illinois, and down around Belleville. I-70 continuing from St. Louis into Vandalia, Effingham in good shape. I-57 to Champaign-Urbana. You can see I-55 right here, Sykeston going into St. Louis, and I-24 coming into I-57 right there. Southwest Missouri should be clear this morning. We've got Tulsa, Joplin, Springfield. That's picking up just a little bit of stuff west of Branson if it's hitting the ground. Other than that, I-44, Joplin, Springfield, Lebanon, Raleigh in good shape. I-70 looks good. Kansas City, Columbia. And on, I need to check. Here's what I need to check, Scooter. I need to put this in here real quick.
Top in I Drive Arkansas.
I'm
going to talk about that for a minute.
Well, let me hit MoDOT instead of ODOT. It didn't put the M in there. Let's try that again. Missouri Department of Transportation has got this, and MoDOT road conditions. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, the light blue indicates just a little bit of snow. So around the Springfield area, Highway 65, Highway 7 and 13 a little bit, is mainly up more around Kansas City and Jefferson City where all that is at, and a little bit down around Branson right now.
If you're doing any travel in Missouri, these are handy maps to have because they're updated where road conditions are, if there's snow or if there's anything on there. For Arkansas, I know it's I Drive Arkansas.
Yeah, coming up with that one. Loading that in now.
And then MoDOT is the Missouri.
I don't think we have any issues here in Arkansas. Well, they're showing a little bit of ice patches around Walnut Ridge, Jonesboro, and Paragould, and that's on some of the secondary roads, which...
I use these maps when I'm traveling on my phone and can tell where the good roads are and the bad ones. So, and they do a great job of keeping up with them.
So we've got a little bit on Highway 67 around Farmington, a little bit on Highway 63 going into Jeff City, and then Highway 54 over here coming over to Kansas City, it looks like. So just be careful in Missouri this morning, right?
There you go.
All right. Morning weather brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. Best breakfast, best lunch in town. And, of course,
Community Calendar.
Affordable Housing brings that to you, 741-2883. The Holiday Craft and Bake Sale, Saturday, December 1st from 8 to 2. Homemade baked goods, candy and snacks, handmade crafts, unique gifts, Christmas decorations and ornaments, free coffee or spiced apple cider, drawing for a $50 card. This takes place at Redeemer Lutheran Church's Fellowship Hall on Highway 5 North. $3 for chicken noodle soup and crusty bread. Dine in or take out 11 to 1. All proceeds support the Ozark Center of Hope.
What do you got, Cole? What's coming up for you in your world?
At the Christian Academy in a few days, I believe, there's a chili bowl, whatever it is called.
It's called the 5th annual. This is a blast. Now, folks, whether you got a child at Christian Academy or not, you got to come out this. The 5th annual chili and dessert auction. Go ahead and keep telling them, Cole.
So pretty much, people are going to be cooking chili. People are going to be eating chili. People are going to be buying desserts, eating desserts, and
it's fun. It's fun.
Are you going to be cooking chili or eating chili?
Neither, because I got salmonella from chili once, so I'm never eating chili again.
I think I'd avoid it.
All right, there you go.
5th annual chili dinner dessert auction at Mount Hope Christian Academy, Thursday night at 6 o'clock, November 15th. At 1989 Glenbar Drive. Tickets are on sale or available at the door. $7 adults, $5 students ages 4 to 17. 3 and under are free. Going to be a lot of fun. Brought to you by Thrivent Financial and Wendy's of Mountain Home.
All right, he had something else he wanted to throw out there.
My mom is baking fudge for it.
Ooh, homemade
That'll be a high bid right
fudge.
there.
Peanut butter and chocolate.
Good job, Mom.
Ooh.
And we have some pretty good taste testers up here,
Yeah,
by the way.
we'll
Just
volunteer.
throwing that out there.
He's saying all three of us.
All three of us. He's jumping in the mix. I love this.
Community calendar brought to you by Affordable Housing, 870-741-2883. We need to go to break.
All right,
You wanna do the
Cole's
break?
got to take us to break.
Okay, which camera? The first one right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that first camera.
Closest to me.
Say, we're going to be right back after this. See that camera right there? Just look right
We'll
at it.
be right back after this.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands including Carhartt, Cherokee, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Clogs, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractable, compression socks, paramedic BDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, as well as minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Life is too short to wear boring clothes. Welcome to Shabby to Chic Salon and Boutique, where we carry the latest trends and fashions and accessories at prices anyone can enjoy. Feel beautiful while looking fabulous with a large range of fashions that fits anyone's sense of style. You're sure to discover something unique and new at every visit. Shabby to Chic also features 12 professional stylists, aesthetics by Amy J, a nail technician, and 4 tanning beds. Excite your style at Shabby to Chic Salon and Boutique in Mountain Home.
It's that time of year again. Time to take a hard look at your Medicare health plan. If you're looking for a new plan or looking to renew your existing plan, now's the time to renew all your options. At Backo Insurance, we'll sit down with you and show you all the new choices and options, including $0 premium plans with low copays and dental, vision, and hearing benefits. Let us help take the confusion out of selecting a plan and find one catered to your needs. Contact Backo Insurance today, located at 351 East 9th Street, Suite B in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn and Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn and Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
Neema's Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas is your home for national and international award-winning pizza. Neema's Pizza offers artisan-made award-winning pizza with only the freshest and finest of ingredients. Each pizza is made from scratch and hand-tossed at the time you place your order. And also check out their calzone strombolis, an oven-baked folded pizza stuffed with your choice of meat. Sauce can be on the side or included inside at your request. Neema's Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas, your home for award-winning pizza. It's coming up on 7:20. We want to welcome from Baxter Regional Medical Center, Becky Rose and Rich Jannick with the BRMC Auxiliary. And welcome. Good morning.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming out on this nice warm day.
At least the roads are clear getting here.
Yes, they sure are. You know, that part don't, but, you know, if it's going to snow, just keep the roads clear, you know?
The roads are clear today, which is good. So
just a dusting. So how y'all doing today? Good to see you.
Doing great this morning.
So tell us about the auxiliary. Is this kind of a side rail? Is this a different entity for BRMC? What is the auxiliary?
Well, actually the auxiliary's been around since 1962, before we had the hospital that we have right now on site. Yes, they organized in 1962 and started raising funds for the hospital.
Really, I didn't know that. So when was the actual hospital the first? Was it started in the early 60s?
1963. The hospital on the site that we have now is when it's October 1963 is when the hospital opened its doors. It had 39 beds. We're licensed for 268 now. So
wow,
really
it's grown
changed
just a bit.
Yes.
I remember the days when I moved here in 1972. You know, it was a good hospital, but still, it didn't have nearly what we have now. You know, a compound fracture of the arm or leg, you went to Springfield, you know.
We're blessed to have what we have here now.
Yes. Now Springfield comes to Mountain Home in some aspects.
That's right.
Yeah. So y'all just join in here. What do we need to talk about with the auxiliary?
Well, we want to talk about recruitment. We are always looking for volunteers. We do have a large group of volunteers, but we need volunteers to do the great work that they're doing at the hospital. We have almost 500 membership of the auxiliary. Out of that membership, we average about 300 a month, but we need more. There's lots of work that has to be done. And so we're always reaching out and looking for volunteers, individuals, but we started something new this year. We are looking to see how we can engage that next generation, and we're looking at corporate and group volunteers. We're looking for corporations or groups that want to join us. They have to have at least a minimum of 5 members who are willing to help us in some capacity at the hospital or at our thrift shops or at the hospital gift shop. So that's what we started this year. So 5 members or more. What we'll do is we'll work with you, be very flexible, see how we can get you engaged in the hospital and as a group or taking short shifts and then help us at the hospital. But we'll also promote you with social media, and as a group or corporation, we'll allow you to wear your group or corporation's logoed shirt, so we can let folks know just how those groups and corporations are helping us.
So if, let's say, Scooter had 3 extra hours, so he could actually wear his XL7 shirt over there.
If he has 5 or more members, yes. We've got to have 5 or more members from your group or corporation. So.
We get Bob Rechterwald, could we?
That brings you in, Dale. What are you talking about?
Me, you, and Bob, and Gil, and who else we get mad over there.
But then you can always, if you don't have 5 or more, we have those individual volunteer opportunities as well. And so that's what we're looking for. Is my goal is to help you unwrap some gifts and help us at the hospital, help you get engaged, find some purpose and passion, and get engaged at the hospital.
You know, one of the biggest things, and I had a family member that was in and out all summer long, was when you have to park almost in Gainesville and you can get a ride up to the front door.
Yeah, that's a real blessing. The shuttle, we utilize volunteers on the shuttles, at the information desk, escorting people. Come on, it's not your best day when you're coming into the hospital. And so our volunteers are there to help you navigate that hospital. You're looking through a kaleidoscope of information when you come in on that stressful day, and we want to help you get to where you need to be. And that's what the volunteers, so those are the most visible ones, but then we have volunteers in the thrift shops, the gift shop, the thrift shops in Mountain Home and Flippin, the gift shop in the hospital itself. So those are kind of behind
us. You said at Flippin, what's down
there? The Bargain Box.
Really?
We have one, we celebrated 10 years in Flippin this year.
Where's it at on the main drag?
No, it's actually, it's off. It's on Industrial Park Road. Do you remember where Sodi's was?
Yeah.
Okay. You turn there by where Sodi's.
Really?
And we're down there. So
Wow.
we've been there 10 years. So it's a real blessing to the community too. So we help folks that maybe can't afford the bargain box prices, and the churches know about us. So we're there to support that community as well, looking for volunteers there. So some people are not comfortable around patients. So that's the bargain box, is someplace where you can volunteer and still help the hospital meet the goals that we have as far as raising funds and helping our hospital purchase some really needed equipment that our community deserves. So,
And so, just a quick review, Baxter Regional Medical Center serves now, I think, 17 or 18 counties, including some in Missouri.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it's around that number. Yes, so we're
possibly Howell, Ozark. We've got Howell, Ozark. What's the one west of Missouri? Is that Taney County, I think, on the border, north of?
Don't look at me.
We have
You're
all
the one
kinds
that
of
started
folks
bringing up
coming in, though.
individuals.
They're coming from several counties away to come and get the services that we have.
And I think we just opened a clinic in West Plains.
Really?
So that's expanding out into that area. We get people from West Plains coming into the hospital all the time. They'd rather come to here than go to Springfield.
Yeah.
So it's a lot friendlier here.
And what about veterans? What kind of care we have for veterans here?
Now, I'm not a clinical person, so you're asking me the wrong question. But I'm sure
They can get the help they need.
Services that they need. Yes, so we want to be there to support everyone.
We have they have to be referred by the Veterans Clinic here.
Okay.
We don't have any specific services
Yeah.
for the VA, but we can, if they don't want to go to Little Rock, maybe they can come over here and get the same services they'd get.
Well, one of the things you don't realize, I've been to some of these donor and volunteer banquets and listened to them talk about the changes over the years and the lack of funding that's there, and to keep this hospital where it's at. The hospital solely, big time relies on volunteers.
We do. Yes.
It's amazing how many people volunteer and but it's amazing how many it takes to be able to offer everything that hospital offers at what funding that comes in.
And the community deserves those services. So that's what the auxiliary is there to support, financially, especially like the bargain boxes, which that's a big fundraising. And those are used items that people are donate to us, and we salvage what we can salvage. We get it out on the floor to sell, and then the Pinkadilly, which is the gift shop. That's another fundraiser for the auxiliary. Again, it's run by volunteers. We do have a paid manager at all the shops, but to help with continuity. But the work is done by the volunteers. So huge need for volunteers from those three entities. And over since the beginning, the auxiliary has given over $5 million back to the hospital for special services and equipment needs. This past year, we've given over $367,000. And actually, Rich can talk about some of the things that we just purchased with $100,000 for different departments within the hospital. And he can talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, this year, we did a little different program than we have in the past, where we took in 8 different projects within the hospital that were smaller projects, and we lumped them all together. Things like in the newborn center, we purchased a hearing machine, which I didn't realize that every newborn that's in the hospital born gets a hearing test. And it used to take 40 to 45 minutes. The new machine allows it to be done in 3 or 4 minutes. We've purchased equipment for the intensive care, pressure, ulcer prevention equipment. We do a lot of things to try to make the patients and visitors, their caregivers, comfortable. We've put new furniture in, like the physical therapy waiting room, the education center, admissions furniture, We put some furniture in Henley Behavioral Center where it's a recliner that's made for people that are up there so they don't fall out of the chairs. We had problems before.
Really?
And in the oncology department, we purchased a blanket warmer. Most people don't realize that in the chemo center, chemo labs there, it's kind of chilly in there, and so the people who getting chemotherapy are always looking for a blanket or something to keep them warm. So we've lumped all those things together and
You
made
did
it.
all that for $100,000?
We have $101,448. And you know the most expensive was probably the hearing machine for for the young newborn.
Wow.
So and that's a little different than just one lump sum for a piece of equipment or something that most people may not see. This is something that the community can see around the hospital as the things we're doing for them to make them more comfortable.
So when you buy something at the bargain box or at the gift shop, that's where that money's going.
That helps.
And as we talk about the bargain box, Becky didn't really say it, but what we need is some men volunteers. We have a lot of things that come in the back door, furniture and things that some of the women who work out front aren't able to handle.
Yeah.
And we need some a little bit younger men that are capable of helping us move that stuff. We will go out and pick up furniture and things like that if people want to donate. And so we have a couple of trailers we can go out there, and we need somebody. We have a few people, but we need a few more all the time to help us move that furniture around.
And with that, we need to pause, hold that thought. We need to take a break. More with the Baxter Regional Medical Center Auxiliary. Becky and Rich are here, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Come on down to In the Company of Dogs, where your dog will be treated like family. We offer professional service with over 30 years experience for all your grooming and obedience needs. Away from home during the day and your dog is left home alone? No problem. We also offer doggy daycare. You can be assured that your dog will be comfortable at all times, and we never use any harsh corrections. We're located in the College Shopping Plaza in Mountain Home, next to the Dollar General, or give us a call at 870-232-1784. It's a great day in the company of dogs.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either a terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
$7:34, continue our discussion with Rich and Becky from Baxter Regional Medical Center Auxiliary. What do we need to cover now? Rich, Becky?
I'm going to let Rich talk a little bit about our state projects that we've got going on.
We have 3 state projects that we support around the community. One of them that is my personal favorite is this Look Before You Lock, to remind parents with small children to look in the back seat before they lock that car. You know, as I go around to all the daycare centers and talk to people, they always say, oh, I would never do that, I'd never do that. But we lost 48 children in this country this year due to hot cars. And so we have brochures there on the program. We also have some hangers they can put on their rear view mirror or put on their gear shift or whatever to remind them. And they're available all the daycare centers around town or in the volunteer office.
Let me tell you a quick story. Back in the mid-90s, let me back up. Back in the late 80s, I was still driving. I had a 1981 Chrysler Newport, 4-door blue car. And I had one of these HVAC thermometers for cars. Well, I parked at my office, and it was a summer day. It was about 92 degrees that day, so I thought, I'm just going to see what the dashboard heat is. So I just laid the thermometer on the dash. So anything that's on that dashboard would get that heat. Of course, I closed the windows, closed the doors, locked it, went up to the office there for about 3 or 4 hours, come back out. What do you think the thermometer was reading when I got back? It was about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. What do you think it was reading on the dashboard?
I imagine exploded.
It's reading 168.
Wow.
168 was that dashboard. And now you wonder why dashboards bust open and crack, you know. And there's no trees around to park. It was just right out there on the parking lot. It had that direct sun for that afternoon. 168 degrees on that dashboard.
You know, yeah, and you know, most people think it's all because of the hot weather outside, and it isn't. It's the sun that comes into your car. The first child death this year, it was in Idaho, where it was only 79 degrees. And so when that sun hits that car that's all closed up, it gets really, really hot in there. So it's important to remember that. And so we've gone around and we've tried to promote that plan in the community. And then another one is the HELP program, Helmet Emergency Labeling Program. And this is for not just young children. Anybody that wears a helmet ought to have one of our stickers. And what it is there's a sticker on the outside of the helmet that says, don't take the helmet off until the EMTs get here. And inside is emergency contact information.
And it's for the helmet's for what, bicycle?
But any kind of helmet that you wear, whatever, you know, whether you're out in the general population out there somewhere, could be, you know, mostly bicycles, but it could be, you know, any age group that wears a helmet for whatever their sport is.
You know, I wonder how we survived, because we were crazy on when I was growing up in St. Clair County, Illinois. We were crazy on bicycles. My dad had a whole bunch of these car blocks, and we'd stack them up and we'd make bridges out of them in the driveway. We weren't too.
Some of us didn't, but
I got on a bicycle one time and was just turning through the garage. All of a sudden, the front wheel just came off, and I rolled the bike. You know, got up, dusted myself off, put the wheel back on, tightened it down, and kept on going. You know.
Well, we had the stickers. We also have been participated in some safety fairs where the emergency people will hand out free helmets to make sure the kids get them, and they're an important thing to have. And this is information that's inside the helmet, so for the parents worried about the kids exposing their name to somebody, they're not going to see that. All they're going to see is there's the information inside the helmet. Actually, it could be for anybody. I have a friend of ours in Colorado that was hit by a car and went over a bridge, and he was unconscious, and they didn't know who to contact. So it's good for just anybody.
And so you have that program right now here in Baxter?
We pushed that program here. You can get the stickers around various places in town. You can also go to the Schliemann Center, the house over there. They have the stickers and things over there. Or you can come to the volunteer office. We have a supply of them there that you could get.
Wow, I didn't know about that at all. That's pretty cool.
It's yeah.
But you know what? When I see the need, of course, I rode bicycles for ever and ever and ever. And back then, we didn't think twice about having a helmet. But now I see these kids coming down on a skateboard. You know, they'll be coming down my road, and it's a slight downhill. No helmet on a skateboard.
Well, if they had a helmet, this would work for them too. They should have a helmet. Is right. Yeah. Yep. And the last program we supported is for Alzheimer's disease, which is, we have an older community here. We have some books, free books, at the Marek Family Education Center on Aging, and it's about how you have to treat people who have Alzheimer's, and it goes through the whole process. It was written, I don't remember who it was written by, but anyway, this woman wrote it, and her mother and father both had Alzheimer's, and so she's been through it and knows the progression that the disease takes. It's a horrible disease, but it helps you understand how you have to deal with the people who have Alzheimer's.
I dealt with it this year with my mom, and it's weird because all of a sudden, I can't find my glasses. I can't find my phone. Well, what'd you do with it? Well, I don't know. Well, let's think. And 90% of the time, she'd put her phone, what she would do is she'd change shoes. She'd take her tennis shoes off, her sneakers off, and put on house slippers. But for some reason, she'd put her phone in one shoe and her glasses in the other. And she'd pick them up and carry them back to the bedroom, and then we couldn't find anything. And it's just, where's that thought process, and when you're taking care of a dementia Alzheimer's person, you got to be a detective.
And the it's the Broyles Foundation that has these handbooks. It's Coach Broyles and his daughter Betsy. Yep. They're the ones that made this handbook, and we give it for free. But it's a really great tool for anyone who is a caregiver. For someone who is a caregiver of an Alzheimer dementia patient. So, and the Marek House has really great support for anyone who is a caregiver of those folks. They've got a lot of resources over there to help you journey through that.
And yeah, if you've never been through it, it's hard to understand, because I went to a presentation at the state convention in Little Rock on this caregiver for Alzheimer's, and it is a progression, and it gets worse and worse for the caregiver, understanding what's going to happen next. So it's really a worthwhile thing to study it and understand what you're going to be facing.
Yeah, it can be tough. What else through the auxiliary? We got about 3.5 minutes before we take another break.
Well, let me just tell you what, on November 17th, which is a Saturday, 9 to 1, we're going to have a fall open house at the Bargain Box. So we'll have refreshments, we'll have door prizes, lots of sales, and lots of fun over there. So come check us out, see what's going on over there. And then through the month of December, at the Piccadilly, which is the hospital auxiliary's gift shop, we're going to have 12 days of Christmas. So each day we'll have some featured item, and so you'll have to call or come by and see what that featured item is that is on sale. So we're excited about those.
That's in the main lobby.
Across from Brood Awakening.
Across from Brood Awakening. Thank you for that plug.
You're welcome.
There you go, a little kickback.
So yeah, come see us at the Piccadilly or come to the Bargain Box.
Gift shop.
Yeah, it is.
It really is.
It really is. And
got a lot of stuff in there.
We do. We pack it full, and again, it's a fundraiser. It's helping your hospital. So.
But when you sit down and think, because this year I've made many trips to the hospital, and everywhere you see the people in the yellow shirts or the pink, whatever it may be. They answer the phones, they get the wheelchairs, they meet the vehicles that come in, you've got the shuttles, they're everywhere.
Behind the scenes and very visible as well. So and it's making a difference. Again, it's about unwrapping your gifts, helping you find some purpose and passion, and getting engaged in the community.
Because see, at one point this year, I had to take my mom to UAMS in Little Rock, and you want to mess? Try figuring out where you've got to go.
Yeah.
First of all, I really don't care to go to Little Rock. And then when you get downtown and they've got all these different buildings, and you got one way here and one way here, and can't park here, can't do this, and then you wind up parking, you walk 3 miles.
And that's why this hospital is so vital to this community.
Yeah.
So you can stay home and you've got family taking care of your family.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so vital.
That makes a big difference.
And one of the things to remember, you see somebody with a yellow shirt, you can always ask them where you want to go, tell them where you want to go, because one of our rules is we don't point anybody in the right direction, we take them there. And so all you need to do is find them and ask them any kind of question. We'll get you taken care of, and give you know. It's surprising when you work in a hospital, you know your way around, but if you've not ever been there before, or you've come there on a traumatic experience, suddenly you can't find anything, and you like say, just grab a person in a yellow shirt and they'll take you wherever you got to go.
That really helps.
And we do have benefits for our volunteers. We have the fitness center they can use, discount in the cafeteria, discount in the gift shop.
Let's talk about that cafeteria.
Yeah.
That's some good food down there.
It's excellent food.
That
it is
really good down there.
Yes.
We stole the executive chef from one of the local restaurants. I won't tell you where it came from, but you know he's done a really good job of designing that menu.
And it's a great value. I mean,
oh,
yeah. So you really get a good meal at a very reasonable price there. So again, it's discounted in the gift shop, in the fitness center. You can't beat those benefits for volunteering.
We need to take another break. 7:45. Be right back. Scooter. Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
Our old burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
When you need 7:48, finishing out the program today with Becky and Rich from Baxter Regional Medical Center's Auxiliary, and we need to recruit some volunteers.
We do. We're always looking for volunteers. Again, this is the time of year you need to start planning, what do I want to do, you know, in this next season of my life? And so we've got those opportunities at the Baxter Regional. Our volunteers, either individually or as a corporate group, 5 or more as a corporate group, but individually as well. As little as 40 hours a year you can volunteer with us. We ask our corporate groups to donate 200 hours. So lots of opportunities at the hospital behind the scenes, at the bargain boxes, in Mountain Home and Flippin', at the Piccadilly. You know, if you're not comfortable at the community houses, we utilize volunteers there. Our visible ones are at the information desk, which we always need help there, and also the shuttles.
And they are very helpful at those desks.
Yeah, they are. It really makes a difference in someone's life.
Yes, it does.
Probably one of the most stressful days of your lives. That's why our volunteers are at that desk to help you navigate when you come in.
And the shuttle service, I can't say enough about the shuttle service.
Yeah, that's a real blessing.
I mean,
And
we are
again,
taking somebody to car tie every day, you know, and sometimes the parking spot is open right by the door, and other times you have to park away, and it's very, very helpful.
yeah, parking is always prime real estate. I don't care what hospital you're at, but the shuttles are making a difference. We can't catch everybody every time we try, but we do have phone numbers you can call. We hand out those cards, but you can call those shuttles, and they'll come pick you up at your car. So,
And the phone numbers are posted out in the parking
Sure.
lots too, so
Yeah.
you got a cell phone and you're way in the back of the parking lot, you can always call and they'll come and get you.
And something I want to point out, let's see, I'm trying to think, well, there's signs that say like B3 or A2. You can give the sector.
yes, they are
and
marked.
it's on the lamp post right there. So when you park, you find your nearest sector, and you can tell if I'm at B3 or A2 or whatever it may be. You know.
Yes, exactly. Again, you're stressed out. You're not seeing those things. So if you can get prepared ahead of time, you know, we want to do that for you. Also, we do offer tours of the hospital. At least 3 times a year, we do it. Formally send out letters to newcomers to the area and offer a tour. But if you want a tour, call the Volunteer Services office 508-1064, and we can arrange for you to have a tour so you're familiar with what services and what door to even go into for those services that's closest for that service.
And if you haven't been there a while, it's worthwhile to have a tour again, just to realize that there are a lot of new services within the hospital that weren't there 10 or 15 or 20 years ago.
You know, one thing, when Tobias was here a couple of months ago, we were sitting and talking, and the technology end of this, let's say you have a cardio, and let's say it's 15, 18 miles out. Those ambulances can hook the patient up and relay it back to the main body of the hospital and the cardio unit. And by the time they make the travel back, let's say they're near Calico Rock and you're on the way in, they're already prepared at the hospital.
They are. Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go fill out all the paperwork, so to speak. You know, they get you right in and get things started. You know, because
that takes a lot of money to keep those services and stay up with technology. You know, anytime we go to add a new piece of technology at the hospital, it's easily 6 figures most of the time, and so
at least,
and those ambulances are a real blessing to this community. I grew up in the Kansas City area, so the ambulance that came and got you in Kansas City was not affiliated with any hospital, and so to have that provided for a nonprofit hospital is huge. So we're really blessed. I mean, I know we had a community fund drive for that, a couple of new ambulances, and I think the auxiliary donated towards that.
Right, we just donated $50,000 to help that project get completed, because they're replacing 2 ambulances out of the 12 that we have that have over 500,000 miles on each one, and we can't ever afford to have an ambulance break down halfway to the hospital or halfway to a patient. And they're going to have all the latest and greatest equipment installed on these ambulances so that we can take very good care of the patient.
It's a hospital on wheels, really. It's an ER on wheels.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is.
And
a real blessing to the community. But again, talking about volunteer opportunities.
What about younger people?
Junior volunteers, teens. I actually have a couple of teens through their school, through the high school here locally, that are able to come a couple of hours each day or every other day during the school day and volunteer their time. Now that's through a special program at the high school. So if you want more information about that, the high school will have to work with that. But I worked with the high school on that so we could get these teens who want to pursue a healthcare field when they get older. We've got them volunteering at the information desk, so they get to interact with patients a little bit and find out where everything is at the hospital.
You know, because excuse me, nowadays the talk is kids don't know how to socialize. It's all on the phone. So would that not be a benefactor to younger people to learn how to, let's say, a 19-year-old to a 70-year-old?
Oh, absolutely, and
saying?
they are working with that, the different age group. The teens are, so they're really interacting with a mature volunteer, and also with the patients. So you kind of, like you said, get that socialization that they're missing because it's all right now on the the texting and the Instagram and all of that. So, and we're excited about that, partnering with the high school with that.
So how? Because you've been down at Lone Rock Fire Department. You know how hard it is to get volunteers. Back in the radio days, we brought in the volunteer fire department said, our youngest volunteer is 67 years old. Well, how do we reach the 25, 30, 35, and 40-year-old volunteers?
And that's why we're trying to reach out to corporations and groups to see if they can't find a way that they could help their employees volunteer. During those folks are busy. They have lives. They've got kids. They're volunteering for their school. What can we do during the day? Because that's what we need.
Involved in wrestling and football, and I'm in football and baseball and softball. It's just go all the time. Volunteering. So.
And that's the real challenge right now because people are working longer. They're not retiring like they used to. We're living in a county that's shrinking in population. 44 out of the 75 counties in Arkansas, I think 44 have shrunk in population. So that's a real challenge right now in recruiting volunteers, not just for the hospital, but a lot of local organizations are needing volunteers and to do the work they need during the day. So that's the challenge. Our work is done during the day and not a lot of it done in the evenings or weekends. So we're always looking for volunteers, and we want to see how we can get you engaged. I'm very flexible, so we can work on that, especially weekends at the Barking Boxes where we need volunteers. So, and the Pinkadilly as well, because we still have people coming in to buy flowers and cards and things for patients who are in the hospital, so we need help at those two places for sure. And you can call the office, 508-1064. We have an online application for those folks as well, baxterregional.org, and follow the volunteer link to the volunteer application. And then also people who are working, because you do have to go through a hospital orientation, we now have an online hospital orientation for those folks or who are in school or working. So we have a way to get you trained and get you engaged at the hospital, and we're excited about that.
We have one of the top hospitals right here in Baxter County, right here in Mountain Home. But it takes a tremendous amount of help and volunteers to make that happen. It really does. You'd be surprised, like I said, over the insurance changes stuff over the years, how much funding's been cut and how much they have to rely on these volunteers to keep that at the level it is for what we've got right here in Mountain Home. And it's a chance to give back to the community. It's a chance to give back right here at home. I mean, give some of your time and volunteer.
Again, it's family helping family. It's family taking care of family right here. And we're blessed to have it. We want to keep it here. We want to remain independent. We want to remain comprehensive. And we can do that through the community support that we receive, either financially or through your time and talents. So that's the blessing.
Having come from a couple of large cities, I understand what it's like to be in a hospital in a large city where they say, okay, you can go, and you say, go where? And the services that we get here in this hospital, it's just amazing. Even when you compare it to cities like Branson or Springfield or Chicago, or there's a really, really nice service that happens here at this hospital for patients.
Just go to Little Rock and UAMS.
Yes.
Nightmare.
We got about 45 seconds.
Final thoughts.
Volunteer with us. Go online, baxterregional.org. We have an online application. We have paper applications for those folks who still want to fill out paperwork. We've got that as well. Call us. We would love to visit with any groups or corporations to see how we can help you get engaged with us at the hospital. 508-1064. We're excited about this.
Wow. BRMC, the crown of the jewel of the crown in the Twin Lakes area. You know, it's impressive when you come off the hill, come in from the lake, and you can see, like in the wintertime, you can see the hospital sitting. It's almost like a painting, you know.
It's a beacon on the hill.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. So,
we didn't talk much about the wellness center, the health club, but it is a really well stocked and well organized club up there. I go there for, once in a while. So
wrap up.
Wraps it up. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.